Well, we're going to be seeing Ma Lin a little later in the men's singles final as well. But on this occasion, it's China v China again in the men's doubles. Ma Lin and ZHANG Jike up against Ma Long and WANG Hao. So Ma Lin and Ma Long will compete in the singles final for men later. They're on opposite sides on this occasion as well. So again, a big, big statement to be made. And the crowd really would have appreciated that fabulous battle. Went all the way to the line in the women's event. Will we get a 7-gamer in the men's? Time will tell. Ma Long, fresh really out of another semi-final match. In the singles, where he beat Wang Lichin. It was a 4-1er, so he didn't go all the way, but Ma Lin certainly against WANG Hao had to go to 4-3, so you never know, maybe a fitness element will come into this, although they're supremely fit, these athletes. Ma Lin had a 4-3. If he gets another 4-3 in the doubles now, then has got to compete a little bit later on in the men's singles. It's a tough day at the office, isn't it? These Chinese teams do change their players around. They keep moving them here and there amongst the teams. Ma Lin has always been teamed up, or certainly for a lot of time has been teamed up with Chen Qi for many years. But he was also with Ma Lin. He won 10 times in the Pro Tour with Chen Qi. He also won 9 times with WANG Hao. In the early days, he was teamed up with Qin Xixian. Ma Long had Zhu Xin as a partner and won 2 tournaments. So they have been certainly moved around. The partnerships have changed, and of course with the Olympics now just demanding 3 players, the idea of finding and sorting out your strongest duo is very, very important. WANG Hao just will be really disappointed with his loss. And his loss in the men's singles earlier against Ma Lin. Ma Lin has come, in fact, he's putting a little bit of water on the ball. New ball. And now he'll wipe it off. Right, well, Ma Lin back to camera here. He could be in for a big day. ZHANG Jike and Ma Lin have been winners this year already. They were winners in England, they were winners in the UAE, they were winners in Germany. And of course, ZHANG Jike also won that the German Open as well. So, and as well as being present world champion in the singles. Extraordinary, really. So we've got huge talent on show here. 4 of the top men's players ever, I would say, although the 1 or 2 others that will come into the frame. Ma Lin will serve. It's a really interesting matchup here. and ZHANG Jike. You'd probably say that they would be favourites, I would think. Oh, Wang Hao. They're certainly at the top of the tree, and Ma Long and Wang Hao they've come through from a different part of the draw, that's for sure. Well, they're going to be expected to continue. This broadcast is going to be continuing throughout the afternoon, so there won't be any breaks in between. They will take a little break at 3-all, though. They're allowed to do that. Ma Lin and ZHANG Jike beat Jiang Qianyi and Tang Peng from Hong Kong. That was 4-0. Did that 13-11, and then it was 8-6 and 6. Oh, what a great shot, Wang Hao. Way below the height of the table. Absolutely extraordinary direction. 3. And the big backhand there from Ma Long. Ma Lin missed that one. But Ma Lin and ZHANG Jike were also winners against Chuang and Wu of Chinese Taipei, 4-1. And they easily dispatched the two Kims from Korea, 3-0 in the opening round. Ma Long and Wang Hao beat Yang Tze and Zhan Jian. That was 5-6. They lost the third and then took out 8 and 2 in the fourth and the fifth. They also beat Li and Xiu. That was 4-0, 6, 9, 9 and 6. And then in the first round, I've got no score for Chiang and Huang. So, the favourites and the top seeds are struggling a little bit in this opening game. Ma Lin and ZHANG Jike are finding a very, very determined Wang Hao opposite. He plays that shot with just unbelievable power. 5-8. And that just gets across the table. Well, rub will work out in the end, but it's tough to take. Yeah. Ma Long right there. ZHANG Jike stretching to no avail. It's 10-5. It's game points. Wang Hao and Ma Long. And that's it. It's 11-5 in the first. And that is a really, really super performance. Ma Long and Wang Hao have teamed up here to really challenge the dominance of ZHANG Jike and Ma Lin in the Pro Tour this year alone. It's quite extraordinary. Ma Long and Wang Hao in the lead. It will be Ma Long to serve in the second game. You never know, this could be the Olympic choice duo. all the markings of an Olympic duo here, I believe. Who will make up the third? Wow, that was really good defending. ZHANG Jike again missed the table. And the world champion, struggling a little bit with his form, went out in the quarterfinals against her. Whoa, no, sensational! No, yes! Oh, what a shame! Ma Long puts it long. That was quite sensational. I don't know whether we can see that again, but well, we're just seeing the last moments here. But prior to that, the rally that was unfolding was quite sensational. Absolutely extraordinary retrieving. Ma Lin put a lot of side spin on that as he really fired in that forehand. Oh, but I tell you, it's absolutely superb entertainment. 2-4. ZHANG Jike. And ZHANG Jike finds a real big gap down the line. It was a smashing shot, literally. WANG Hao floats one, it's gone too far, it's 4-all. Well, they're certainly not holding back here. Higher, let's put it that way. Clever, clever play, and Ma Long wins it at the net. Ma Lin really does have to pay attention to the fact that he's got another match, 4-7. And I tell you, it's now looking really, really difficult. ZHANG Jike is going to have to carry his partner here a little bit, I think. Not as young as he used to be, 8-4. What am I saying? The thought of anybody carrying Ma Lin. Yeah, what a beauty. One of my favorite players of all time. Certainly not going to hold back. 5-9. 6-9. Ma Long finds a really, really good touch on that forehand. It's now 4 game points, Ma Long, WANG Hao. And that's it, it's 2-0. The more I see this pair, the more I believe that we might see them in London. Ma Long and WANG Hao teamed up to... third game, and Ma Lin and ZHANG Jike have really got to pull out some kind of stop here. I saw ZHANG Jike just holding his knee there. He's got a brace on it, and you don't need difficult problems with nearly relying on the legs and the strength coming through the knees. Little distraction now solved. It's 1-2. Oh, fantastic. Ma Long is in inspired form. Maybe he will be the double winner today. He's got to play the singles against Ma Lin later. That is another fantastic shot. Puts himself out of the game, really, by just falling away as he plays that forehand. It's an impressive play. 2-3. We're enjoying it. The crowd are oohing and eyeing, and it's no wonder. Superb demonstration from Ma Long and WANG Hao how to play this game. They take the pace off it from the opposition's power play and return it with even interest. 4-2, Ma Long, WANG Hao. And WANG Hao distracted by a photographer. Oh dear. Ma Lin takes the opportunity to go and have a towel down. See whether it makes any difference. Good work, good anticipation. Followed 4-3. Pen holder grip, of course, WANG Hao and Ma Lin. He really loves to wind them up. Oh, ZHANG Jike, he will be really disappointed with that. Just that little push shot on the backhand side. Big attack there, and that worked. Jike backhands. 5-6. You have to wonder how they can play each other because they practice with each other all the time. Very difficult to have any secrets, that's for sure. But the more I see of Ma Long with WANG Hao, the more I think this could definitely be the duo for next year's Olympics. That's really big disappointment. He's got things back now to 7-all, and you no doubt will feel the anguish of the crowd there because Ma Lin is one of their great favorites. And of course, WANG Hao now with the service ball has got a really great opportunity to take it to 3 games to love. Oh, he's missed that floater. Difficult to control. But no topspin on it at all to get the ball down early, so it went. absolutely blasted out by Wang Hao's power there. Came so quickly. And what's the Chayo for now? Who is it for? Ma Long or Ma Lin? The famous penholder's backhand. It's only been really invented during, well, maybe Guo Liang put it into play, but Wang Hao and Ma Lin developed it. It's an extraordinary shot. Beautiful. It's 9-all. We are in the third game of this men's doubles competition. Volkswagen 2011 China Open. It's intense. Oh, Ma Lin just missed it. So close, he raised his hand in disappointment there. But it's game points in the third to Ma Long and Wang Hao. And that's it, it's 11-9, 3-0 in the games. And Ma Long and Wang Hao will march back thinking, hey, we can take this. Fourth game, Ma Long, 1-0. Oh, goodness me, the number of times you see that. In fact, both those players, Ma Long and Wang Hao, but there's a lot of action on it as well. It's quite extraordinary. That noise in the was from the net, the microphone on the net you heard, and that's another big hit from Ma Long. And I've got a feeling that Ma Lin, although he's trying to encourage his partner here, I think they know the inevitable is just about to happen. The executioner's axe is just poised. It's 4-0. And no doubt with Wang Hao in service, he'll have something special for us. Game for ZHANG Jike. Oh, it's wild. It's way, way off. And there's no excuse for that. ZHANG Jike has been off form. I mean, he is the world champion. We have to remember, keep pinching yourself. He went out in the quarterfinal stage of the men's singles here. He's in the final of the doubles, but he's getting really blown away at the moment. 2-1. Wrist over. It was also to the side as well. It was clever flick backhand. 6-2. And there's another big flick, but there wasn't any ceremony there. No intent on doing anything but power and pace. It's 7-2. How on earth did he get that back? Wang Hao, unbelievable. What reflexes there were. Ma Lin thought he'd won the point. Oh, amazing. Wang Hao came across and absolutely nailed it. And here we go at 2-9. It's all over now, bar the shouting, isn't it? That Wang Hao backhand. It is actually a genuine backhand. He was going to really fire that one up. That was coming out of the cannon at speed. 9-4 though, it will be WANG Hao to serve. 2 required. Now 1 required. Ma Lin puts it out. He's got to now think about the next time he comes back to table, which will be the men's singles final. Here we go. It's match point, championship point. WANG Hao. Doubles in a comprehensive 4-0 drubbing of their opponents, Ma Lin and ZHANG Jike, who were, in fact, the #1 seeds in this tournament. Very, very impressive performance, and I say several times during this commentary, it could well be that duo that go to London next year. That's a very, very impressive performance. And we will have an interview now with Dong Wang, having a quick chat to WANG Hao.